Let's watch lore videos. I might be better at that than at healing. This is something that you guys posted on Discord. You say it's really good. The Manderville family. This might be spoilers for anyone who hasn't done the Manderville quest line. But
Why does it look so crazy?
Like because it's PC gameplay.
Where do I even begin with the Manderville family? How Godbert practically has a monopoly on the jewelry trade? How despite being the worst cook in the world, his wife, Julian, ensured his place on Uldah's syndicate? While they hold the 99 secret techniques of the Manderville bloodline.
Hey, you don't just go ahead and talk shit about her.
No, where's that?
No,
Never.
of course not. Never.
I love Julian.
Only very far away behind her back and like 3 or 4 walls so she can't hear you.
That have been kept for generations. Or should I focus on the absolute unit of a man that is their very son, Hildibrand? You know what? Screw it. Let's talk about them all.
I'm so hyped for this 2.1.
Yeah.
I used to have that hairstyle as a Rogadin. Yeah, but then I saw her and I realized just how much better it looks on how much better everything looks on a human, but you know. I miss this.
We'll start at the gentlemanly beginning, for we are all Manderville men now. Even you ladies, congratulations. For not just anyone can walk the path of the Manderville man.
You remember
which is
that?
a road that has been...
Wait, you did that with me or not?
This
no,
one,
no. This one I think I did alone.
Yeah. Time honored and kept for centuries, and gods forbid you get in its way, cause oh boy, you're just asking for suplex. None truly know when the Manderville bloodline started. And anyone who says they do likely doesn't have much longer to live, so keep your distance. For the secrets of this normally jovial household are soaked in the tears of the weak-willed whiners of the world. But for now, we'll start by addressing the current head of the Manderville family, Sir Godbert Manderville. Godbert is a Highlander here known to be at least 56 years old. This means his heritage goes all the way back to the mountains of Girabania before ending up in the deserts of Ul'dah. What a locale change. As a Manderville man...
Wait, when was that even mentioned? Like, where did they get these lore facts from?
I think this is what,
Was this from the quest, or...?
That's where, Highlanders are from, I think.
I don't know.
Godbert was to inherit a legacy that was bigger than him in every sense of the word. And yet he would do everything in his power to not only honor the name, but bring it even greater glory. And glory he would indeed bring the Mandervilles. As an aspiring goldsmith, Godbert would use the techniques of his heritage to perfect his own artistic style. And with Baragat as his muse, he would fashion some of the greatest pieces of jewelry Eorzea has ever seen. As the boss man of the company known as Manderville and Manderville, all rights reserved, ownership of the Manderville brand property does not make you
All rights reserved. Ownership of Manderville brand property does not make you an official member of the Manderville family. Please stop sending your weird request for Godbert's facial hair. Jeez.
Godbert ensured his business would thrive.
I love the hairstyle though. Is that in game?
He performed so well that he became Uldah's greatest and most wealthy goldsmith because of his eye for detail and dexterous fingers. But Godbert is not a man to hoard his wealth. No, sir. He is a Manderville man, which means he is a gentleman, which means he gives back to his community, which means gambling. Yes, sir. Godbert Manderville is the proud creator and owner of the one and only Manderville Gold Saucer. A place where your wildest dreams can come true as you spend hours, days, weeks, years amongst its glamorous lights. Chocobo racing, lottery tickets, mini games. What better place to decide the fate of your fortunes than with a children's card game? And that's not even getting started with the various charities and holiday events that Godbert has personally funded out of pocket. You want to know why he walks around in his underwear? 'Cause he darn well earned the right to. They don't call him the Saint of Nimia for nothing. But not even the recent creation of the Gold Saucer was his greatest achievement. No, no, no. To understand that, we need to...
I like the little bow on his underwear. It's such a sweet touch.
No,
on these look.
Was his greatest achievement.
Oh god.
Like how there's like a little, it's not a bow, it's like the way they're like tied together and they just make the butt look alright? No.
It's not the place I looked at, but yeah, sure. Thanks for pointing it out.
Well, now you can't unsee it, thankfully.
No, no, no. To understand that, we need to go back before he dominated the jewelry game and joined the Syndicate. We need to go back to his scandalous love affair. Godbert and his wife Julian met under hot and torrid circumstances. Something that not even I have the details on. Suffice to say.
Hey, that looks like her cast iron.
That's what it's for.
They fell in love and eloped. Madame Julienne Manderville will insist she's a young damsel, and Halone save you if you do not immediately agree with her. I can happily tell you the age of people like Yestola easily, yet I refuse to disclose what I know about Julian because I'm allergic to getting fed my own mask. In the proverbial man cannon of a wedding, Julian settled into the Manderville life easily. She helped her husband run the company Manderville and Manderville, and with a shrewd mind, she helped him amass an even greater fortune than he might have gained alone. So helpful was she that Godbert quickly became one of the wealthiest men in Ul'dah, earning and securing his position on the illustrious Syndicate. If you fail to recall seeing Godbert at the Syndicate table, that's your own fault. Pay attention. Look at how his manly aura positively glows through those robes. The man knows good robes when he sees one, just like me. But I digress. Godbert and Julian were a power couple and took Ul'dah by storm. It was only together that they would create their greatest work, something that they both would be extremely proud of. Together, they would have a son that would banish the darkness from our world, a son kissed by the goddess Azima herself. That son was none other than Hildibrand Hildor Maximilian Manderville, a gentleman, an agent
Probably kind of makes them feel like they should have another one.
of inquiry and
Just in case.
inspector
The
extraordinary.
age gap is too much already.
Hildibrand is a gentleman.
Hey, she's a young lady. And he's omnipotent.
Many titles, dreams, and aspirations, most of which revolve around his desire to explore the world and protect its people
Scholasticate.
from the oppression of ignorance.
Yeah.
There are many wicked
Someday.
monsters and men out there, but he shall be the one to carry the torch of inquiry and illuminate these fiends. Like most parents, Godbert hoped his son would carry on in his footsteps and inherit the 99 secret Manderville techniques that were passed down to him. But Hildibrand had other ideas. At a young age, he already felt smothered by the wealthy lifestyle he was born into, and took to adventuring with an open mind and an even more open heart. Hildibrand does not see the barriers between class and creed like most monkeys of the world. Whether it be man, woman, child, or
It's
furry,
right there.
Hildibrand is happy to give people his time and attention to detail to satisfy his lust for investigation. But Hildibrand rarely travels alone. His best friend and #1 fan, Nashu Makaraka, can typically be found by his side, and the origins of their friendship are as explosive as you might expect. For you see, Nashu was actually born to a poacher in the Black Shroud. Like with many Keeper of the Moon poachers, her mom was an outlaw, meaning she and Nashu lived
Like, where does he get all these
Right?
facts?
Right.
I don't know any of this stuff.
on the run most of the time. But one day Nashu's mother would make a fatal error and lose her life during one of her illegal hunts. Nashu had no others she could call family, and lived as an urchin around the gates of Gridania, begging for whatever scraps of food people didn't
Aw.
want. But eventually
What's
she
this
found
in
work as a
in
barmaid
one-
at
oh,
a
okay.
nameless tavern outside the city. A child shouldn't be made to serve drinks to people, but it was all she could do to feed herself. Though the darkness before the dawn came for her when she was only 13 years old. Someone stole from the tavern, and being
This is why I like his videos, because he puts so much effort into
the
these like
research.
things that people don't even know where to look for.
a helpless, lonely girl made her an easy target for the blame. She had no defense, and if she was arrested for thievery, no amount of tears would stop her from losing one of the few things she had left. Her freedom.
No.
But that's when he walked in the door. Like the very son of Azima, Hildibrand,
So do you think she, like, knowing all of this, do you think she has, like, somewhat of a hero complex? Like, basically seeing him as a savior and,
Yeah, maybe.
basically making her just, like, not fall in love with him, per se, but, like, looking at him as a hero.
Yeah.
It's like the way you would see, I don't know, doctors who, like, save your life. It's not that you're in love with them, but you're, like, I don't know.
Admiration.
Like, yeah, pretty much.
Hilidor Maximilian Manderville
Definitely
himself
to a scary
arrived
degree.
on the scene. Through a series of
Explosive
questionable events
That
and
was a good
strange
one.
methods, Hildibrand revealed the true culprit behind the robbery, clearing Nashu's name and getting the masterminds behind these events arrested for being the scoundrels that they were. Upon seeing his smiling face and confident persona, Nashu couldn't stop grinning, and after saving her life, she immediately became Hildibrand's biggest fan. She quit her job as a wench then and there, choosing to follow Hildibrand throughout Eorzea.
Of course she quit.
He would continue to solve puzzles and reveal truths. Being orphaned and homeless before she was even a teenager meant she wasn't acclimated to a normal life at all. Hildibrand would teach her everything he knew as the generous sage he is. Over time, she became his best friend and eventually his assistant as she became an inspector in her own right. That was 8 years ago, and Nashu now happily travels with Hildibrand to solve any problem the people of Eorzea face. In fact, she even put her knowledge
This video is making Hildibrand look a lot more capable than what he really
Right.
is.
of mixing drinks to the
Like
art of
Inspector Gadget.
chemistry,
Yeah.
and has become pretty efficient at making concoctions that
I
are
remember
rather
this. Oh.
explosive. But their greatest misadventure would happen right before the fall of Dalamud. After solving a myriad of cases alongside a certain adventurer, he would be told of a prophecy from the ever-reliable scion Urianger. Surely this prophecy meant that Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire, must rise to the occasion, become the hero that Eorzea cried out for. With shield, sword, and helm of iron, he took up a Garlean halberd, and then the guy quite literally blew himself up.
Oh god.
Everything I'm about to say is 100% true and happened in 1.0. He was standing in a vegetable patch that was covered in explosive ash when he was
You don't
fiddling
know
with
this,
the
do you?
gun section of a Garlean weapon. The sparks created from the weapon firing made all the explosive ash in the vegetable patch detonate, sending him rocketing Superman style all the way up to Dalamud, where he was trapped in an Allegan stasis field. Urianger quite literally stood there and watched as this guy survived breaking the sound barrier and landing on the red moon. The stasis field
And he never so much as like told us the
No,
story
exactly.
about it. No, he just decided to like leave it out.
only broke when Dalamud was destroyed by Bahamut's rampage.
Tell us all the boring
And
stuff.
guess what? The piece of Dalamud he was trapped in landed around the Sagoli Desert. Who'da thunk it? I would, but that's because I'm me. But being a Manderville man meant that this wasn't the end for him, for he still had a duty to himself, to Eorzea, and to the world. He must continue his crusade of truth. He would be united by his adoring assistant Nashu, and together they would resume where they left off, solving the many problems of the world, one fabulous step at a time. So take heart, everyone. Godbert Manderville has not given up hope that one day his son will inherit all 99 secret Manderville techniques.
I
And with
doubt
them,
it.
Another glorious chapter in the Manderville bloodline shall be written. And the hand it shall be written in will be the hand of a truly inquisitive
I wonder if we ever actually see him take over.
Right.
gentleman. Thanks for watching.
And fear this day when he takes over. Imagine Hildibrand though taking over Gold Saucer.
Right?
That would
We'll
be
be part of the syndicate.
that would be chaos. Oh, this makes me miss it. What do you think the Hildy in the 6.1 is gonna be?
I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be Shadowbringers. I think he was
because
he's gonna come back in Endwalker, but like, what's he gonna do in Endwalker? It's gonna be fun though.